a third hand has touched the Sonichu medallion, the Saberspark allegations. Apparently, I don't know how many hands have touched the allegations at this point. Christian is so jealous right now. Christian is like, you got what by Sonic? You and Sonic did what? Let's just lock in, guys. Let's just lock in. So there's new Saberspark allegations, guys. For everybody who's been blissfully unaware, I truthfully still don't even know what the fuck Saberspark did. I'm gonna be totally fucking real for you guys. I'm gonna be so honest, transparent. I'm gonna tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I don't know I don't understand what the issue is with Saberspark. Other than that, there is anonymous allegations from like 2011 with somebody who was 18 years old. I don't really know. It seems like a lot of this shit is getting thrown into the limelight because KP, I love Kim Possible a lot, has a bone to pick with Saberspark, and that's kind of why it's blowing up right now. But I don't really know. I don't really know what's truthfully even the allegations, because it sounds like the allegations, at least to my understanding, is that someone accused. Does this have the original allegations in it? Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. So this was posted yesterday. Can I see what time? I don't know. Oh, at 7 in the morning yesterday. We totally missed this, you guys. So this was posted yesterday morning. Apparently I missed this. This is from a Twitter account with 22 followers, and the username on Twitter is MajorFurry69. So this is a very credible source, I'll preface and say, you know, anybody that we talk about, you guys, anybody, as per usual, you guys, anybody that we're talking about, leave them alone, okay? Leave them alone. Don't go bother them. Don't go harass them. Blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. And I'm going to do a quick scroll to make sure there's no, like, furry porn on here really quick, just so we can look at this together. I was not flashbang, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, no cow tipping. If I find out that you're bothering people, brigading, harassing, blah, 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 I'll ban you from everything I have access to. So Major Furry 69 posted this yesterday. So this is the full truth about Saberspark situation. Please view in a print layout and preferably on a computer. The formatting will be messed up otherwise and harder to read. This is an unbiased view. We'll see about that. All right. And then we have, I guess I should also tag this fandom, hashtag Sonic. Okay. Hashtag Saberspark. The more I'm learning about these allegations, the more I'm inclined to believe it. For now. Not going to say anything about it for the moment, though. 80% sure I got most of the picture down. Hashtag Saberspark. Look, I don't even fucking like Saberspark. But these allegations coming off as untrue, just like with Quite. There's no exact locations. So what happened between May 2nd and May 7th? I guess we'll find that out together, you guys. This too mad shit is depressing as fuck. He was honestly a really cool guy. Oh. Okay. All right. So we got someone who's terminally online. Terminally online. All right. There, Major Furry 69. Let's see what we've cooked up. Let's see what we have cooked up, Banana Man. Let's see. Everybody lock in. This is going to be interesting, I'm sure. Okay. So we have here in our hot little hand this document. Okay, so Saberspark allegations and evidence. I'm really excited to read this because I still have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on with Saberspark. So this doc will start off by showing evidence that the allegations against Saberspark have some credibility to them. It does not confirm the incidents happened, just that both Saber and the accuser were at the locations and the dates stated. I will then address the alleged victim's own past allegations, and I'm 100% sure that I'm right. Famous words of everyone who's ever done meth. Yes. Okay. All right. So far, okay, we're not confirming that it happened, but we're confirming that it might have hypothetically happened. I mean, all things are possible through Christ who compels us. I mean, I could sneeze and like an arm could bust out through my chest. Like that could happen. Like that's possible, right? That's possible. That's something that may happen. But I don't know if I would hedge all my bets on this. And then another thing that I think is really interesting is why we're outing this person. Okay, so I also don't like how we're doing this. Like, wasn't the whole concern here that we didn't want this person to be outed? I thought that was like the whole concern, no? Let's see what this link goes to. I'm scared to open this. Oh, this person has a Wikitubia? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Wow. Emmy Jones, 31, known as Emu Emmy, is an American YouTube voice actor who's known for her music covers as well as working on fan projects. Why would you do this? Why would you out this person? Why would you? I don't... Get out of here. I don't want a credit card. That's a bad idea. Why are we outing this person?
S'ha donat $5 truc superchat. Turns out the accuser might be a pedagirly was left bit a sonic voice actor and ruined his life.
Thank you for the $5 site, everybody witness. Do you have any information on that? Is there anywhere that I can read about that? What's her name? Emu? What is it? Emu Emmy? Whatever. Emmy. Let's see if I can find anything about this really quick. Do you have any relevant information about this, Sai? Heard it secondhand, okay? So the speculation, we all love a good speculation, okay? But allegedly, this Emu Emmy person might be a BPD girly who slept with a Sonic voice actor and ruined his life. Alleged. Yeah, this is actually incredibly fucked up because one of the things that, was talked about ad nauseum was like, oh, we don't want Saberspark to know who this is, right? And it wasn't her that wrote this document either. This is another person. Somebody, a third hand has touched the Sonichu medallion, the Saberspark allegations, apparently. I don't know how many hands have touched the allegations at this point. But this looks like, so if I can like indulge my schizophrenia for a minute here. So we've got Saberspark, okay, and he's bad for some reason. I don't know why. Saberspark's bad for some reason. Okay, and from Saberspark, the red line is going to be hate. Well, I don't even know. So we have Saberspark. We have this person who's, what is it? Furry 69, so we're just going to put 69. This person wrote the doc. I don't know who this person is and how they're related to Emu Emmy, or whatever. This is the Alligizer. This is the Alligizer. This is the Alligizer, okay? I don't know how these two are connected. And I don't know how these two are connected. I'm not sure. And then KP is somewhere over here, okay? I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Somehow she knows this person. I don't fucking know, okay? So, as you can see, we're not... What am I doing? As you can see, I have no fucking idea what's going on. I have no fucking idea what's going on. Whoever wrote this document is somebody, like, completely unrelated. So, I don't know. But let's learn together. Let's learn together. So, the anonymous accuser is this person. Why them? They are 31. In 2012, 13 years ago from now, they would have been 18, which is the age of the anonymous victim at the time. They've interacted publicly with Saberspark, and they have photos with Saberspark at the location. Stated all the friends of the accuser have Emu Emmy in their friends list. Okay, so we're doing what I just did. So this is schizophrenically stringing shit together. Okay, so we're on the same page. Got it. Okay, Saberspark was a frequent con attender in the past. He still attends cons today, but most in the past were Bernie related. I have the timeline of his visits around the dates of the incidents, but I will only go over Canterlot Gardens Con and Equestria Los Angeles Con, which is where the alleged incidents occur. I really like that we underlined alleged. Very helpful. Yeah, this is as long as we're sourcing our schizophrenia, I will allow. Okay. So, friends of Saberspark, lots of friends, but I'm only stating the main ones. So, we have AC Race Beast, we have Paleo, Steno, Toodles, this is his, okay, Black Griffin, Dusty Kai, Final, Draft, Effer. Friends of the accuser are Scared Girl, Tweet, Amy Newblue, and Sandra Weisenberg. Okay. Am I supposed to care about these people? Claims to have been told about the incident at a separate con in 2013. They were roomed together. Says the accuser's story hasn't changed. And Amy Newblue, a 10-year plus friend who believes the victim, witnessed them together at Canterlot Gardens. Okay. Okay. Note, I think that Sandra, the scared girl tweet, are the same person, unknown if the room she shared with a friend after the second incident. Okay, whatever. Okay, so these are the allegations that were included in the video haphazardly at the very last second, okay? And these were relayed to the account Brony Fan Don't, and then that was relayed to KP, and KP helped this person write this if we believe that if it's Emmy, or whoever that girl is, if we believe that this is her, that's like the little incestuous circle that's going on right here. Okay. I became a fan of Saberspark when I was in high school when I found out his essay video titled The Ballad of the Brony back in 2011. After graduating and turning 18, I added him on Skype to tell him, I don't want to get bogged down on this because I'm stupid. 2012, 2011. 2012, 2011. I don't do calculus, Chief. I don't do calculus, okay? I don't do that. When you start putting letters in math, I get real confused. I already see a critical error here. Unless I'm doing my math wrong, and I don't do math, so. I'm already seeing a critical error, but let's continue. After graduating and turning 18, I added him on Skype to tell him I was a big fan of his. He added me back, and almost instantly we had a conversation ending with him giving me his phone number, which was a really big deal to me at the time, since this was the first time interacting with any sort of celebrity. I developed a parasocial crush on him due to being starstruck, which is something that he was aware of. We would talk on Skype and text each other semi-frequently leading up to the first time meeting him. In 2012, okay, here we go. Okay, wow. My bad. Cancel me. Wow, that fucking sucks. Let's get a sad air horn, wow. Ignore me. Anytime there's numbers involved, I lose my shit. Okay. In 2012, I went to my first pony convention. This was the first time I traveling by myself, and was soon after the two of us had become friends. When I met up with him in person, he invited me to his hotel room, and he showed me the video that he was editing on his laptop, causing me to internally geek out. I was really nervous being alone in a hotel room with somebody I was a huge fan of and had a crush on, but I tried to play it cool. He was 4 to 5 years older than me, so like 22, 23. Making me feel more nervous and out of place. He would bring up prospects of the two of us dating and how it didn't feel right for us to do so. After that, he almost immediately started making out with me and guided me to his bed. In this moment, he didn't directly ask for my consent. I was thrown onto the bed and he would insert himself into me. Saberspark was also significantly larger than me, and I was an 80-pound something 18-year-old girl, so I physically could not stop him. I felt extremely nervous and uncomfortable because I have never experienced having any sort of sexual intimacy with somebody I was not dating before, much less someone that I had just met. I was very new to meeting people online and in general. At that moment, I lay there disassociating, feel very wrong while trying to rationalize in my head to convince myself that it was a safe and normal encounter. He rushed off to clean and finish himself and came back into the bed and offered me a handshake saying, "Friends?" So if this had happened, this is obviously inappropriate. I would say, just like banging somebody like off the cuff like that is pretty inappropriate. I completely agree. That's pretty inappropriate. I would say that that's not good. It's looking bad. Yes. Okay. This would cause me for the rest of the event to feel that I was taken advantage of and ashamed of myself for not trying to stop the interaction. Though I tried pretending I was fine to everybody around me, I was and still am demisexual, and being put in that position was not something that I wanted. Which one's Demi? Demi is the one where you just don't like hooking up, right? Demi is where you want to form a deep emotional connection with somebody before engaging in physical intimacy, so you don't like hookups. Okay. I maintained the friendship until a second occurrence happened at a completely different PonyCon in 2013. This time we met in a public space and had no one around, and we talked for a while. He kept bringing up the prospects of us starting a relationship, but how it felt so wrong. He would grab my hand and say how it felt so right, only to push my hand away and say, quote, "but so wrong." I had decided that my crush on him was something that I needed to get over because I felt that my emotions were being toyed with. He then suggested going to a more public space around others, and we went into an elevator to go to the lobby at the PonyCon Hotel. As soon as the door closed, Saberspark forcefully shoved me against the wall and shoved his tongue to my throat. It scared me, and it actually hurt, triggering another attack of dissociation. Once again, he did not ask for my consent when throwing me into this situation. Once the doors opened and people were present, this led me to feel very embarrassed. He got off of me and took my hand and guided me towards the stairs to go back down to where we just were, and into the men's restroom, where he pulled his pants down and guided my hands and head to perform oral sex on him. I was afraid of denying him because of past experiences with sexual assault, and so I did it to get it over with without wanting to cause a problem, where he would ejaculate on my face and apologize profusely, and then offer the same handshake as he did at the con. Initially, met him saying "friends?" ? Despite pretending I was fine, I had slowly begun to pull away from Saberspark. I cried that night, and while staying with a friend, but waited for that friend to fall asleep so no one could hear me, and I would cry for months, feeling ashamed of myself for putting myself in a compromising situation with somebody that I hardly knew. So, yeah, these allegations are pretty fucked up, right? They're pretty fucked up. I will, again, call attention to a few things, and again, I think the biggest criticism here is that, by KP's own admission, she is the one that helped write this. Okay, she helped this person write this, knowing that she was working on a hit piece against Saberspark, and knowing that this person wanted to remain anonymous and that there weren't like any details that could be given. And I don't think it's 100% necessary to like litigate, everybody's like rape review publicly. But this at the time was an anonymous, allegation that was given to somebody who helped write it. It was given to somebody who helped write the post, the call-out post, and then that person then used that allegation in their hit piece video. So, again, if this is something that happened, very inappropriate, I would consider this to be wrong. This guy's probably, not very cool with the ladies, but I would like to see just a little bit more, because this was, 15 plus years ago. Sometimes things can be coincidence. Sometimes things can co-occur, without any mitigating factors and things like that. But I do think it's really convenient that this person got in contact with KP somehow, conveniently right around the time that KP was doing her hit piece on Saberspark, and that KP agreed to help her write this. That kind of gives me like, I don't know. It seems like, at the very least, that KP was very motivated from a very selfish standpoint to include this in her hit piece. Which, convolutes motivation. So let's read more. Let's see if we get some more stuff in here, okay? We have the Canalot Gardens. This con occurred from... Okay, so this document is seeking to prove that this emu girl is probably the one that wrote this, because she was at the same location as Saberspark. So let's see how this goes. And yes, it is an anonymous accuser, but we have this person claiming that the accuser is this girl, and we're seeking to prove that it is this girl in this document. So the Canterlot Gardens, this con occurred on September 27th, 2012 to September 30th, 2012 in Ohio. So September 14th, Saber made a response to a deleted post from Emmy at 2:10 a.m. Oh my god, girl, go to sleep. Nothing good happens after like 11 o'clock at night, okay? No idea who Emma's other tweet this day was addressed to, but I assume it was Saber, because according to the accuser, they had been talking for a while, was tweeted through 14. And then she says, "I'm so yours for the taking." And then Saber says, "Hush now, quiet now." Kind of odd. Okay. On the 19th, Emily posted a video to YouTube that tagged Saberspark. The video is unavailable. Okay, so they were talking on Twitter. September 27th, they traveled to Ohio with a draft in the guys video on Ever Free Radio. I'm not going to watch all these videos. Saberspark says, "Awesome time at Canterlot Gardens so far. It's really great seeing all my friends again." He says the Beagle has landed, chilling at the airport. And then Emmy posted this pic at 2:58 a.m. Location unknown. Most likely their own room at the con. Shirt in the background is suspected, though. I may be overthinking it. Okay, so we're looking at this picture, and we see this shirt in the back. So this is just schizophrenia. Okay. Okay. You can tell by the angle of the lighting and the slats here on the drawer and the way that the sheets are laying here that there's clearly somebody sitting behind her. And you can see that by the sheets, the person that's sitting here weighs roughly about 165 pounds, which conveniently is the same weight as Saberspark was in 2012. I'm just saying. Okay. So the 28th, Saberspark did floor coverage of the con and also hosted his first panel. This is the day the accuser said the incident happens. Saberspark probably interacted with Emmy and this other person on this day from Twitter. Okay, so he says, "Woo, Candlelight Gardens is rocking it," and then he says, "I think I see you." And then he says, "Paleo and I will be doing floor coverage all weekend at the Candlelight Gardens. Bring your smiles and your good vibes. Day one of floor coverage." So I hosted my first panel, and then so. We're saying because he responded to one of her tweets the day of the alleged incident. Because he responded to a tweet. Okay. And then there's a Brony panel. And then on the 30th, Saberspark, Paleo, SGAP, and a meal at the EFR staff and Saber family. So this is an image of them eating. It should be noted that for this con, Saberspark and Paleo Stano shared a room. Okay. I don't know if that needs to be noted, but okay. Okay, so now we're on to the second location. So this was supposedly the allegation where he assaulted her in the hotel room. And this is supposed to convince me because he responded to a tweet that she tweeted the day of the allegation. And that they were tweeting at each other. They were like in the same community, were they not? Like, it would kind of make sense to me that they were tweeting. I don't know. Maybe there's more. I understand that it demonstrates that they were at the same place, but that doesn't... How many people were at this convention? I don't think that demonstrates that he raped her. Okay, I was at Fred Meyer's, buying groceries the same day that Janet Jones was at Fred Meyer's buying groceries. Are you gonna say that I did that? It feels like we're getting a little crazy here. So we're on the 29th, and then he does the panel on the 30th. They all get lunch, okay? And then after that, we're going to the second incident location, which is in Los Angeles. This con occurred from November 3rd, 2012 to November 5th, 2012. Saberspark and this guy created vlogs detailing their time at the convention. They have a lot of videos of them attending cons and doing their things, but I will only list the videos related to this, day 1, November 2nd, 2012, which is when the alleged incident occurred. The con was in the Anaheim Convention Center. The hotel was this hotel. So I'm not watching all these VODs because I don't want to watch them walk around at a fucking Brody furry convention. I'm good. So the accuser said the incident occurred at night on November 2nd, 2012, the day before the convention. Saberspark spent this day at Disneyland with Dusty, Michelle, Ferber, and Screwball. Okay, all these guys. I'm not saying all their little screen names.
Qui te'n far donatet $5 truc superchat. Avant if this is true. This qui super sucks for outing nami. Plus, what if it isn't Tammy? Now Sevilla va to the albit all this crap.
And this is, unfortunately, very true. So one of the things that I said before is that if Saberspark did do this, he knows who it was. The only reason that it would be important for her to remain quote-unquote anonymous is so that his fans don't go after her or whatever the fuck. But if this did happen, Saberspark knows who it was. If somebody described like, I'm trying to think of something stupid. I don't know. If somebody was like, 5 years ago, I was at this concert. I don't know. I was at this concert and this guy stole my beatbox and ran away from me. I'd be like, oh, fuck, that's me. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I was the guy that grabbed the beatbox and ran with it. Oh, shit, that's so embarrassing. Like, you would know. It just, the whole purpose, I would say, of keeping the person that has these allegations anonymous would be, 1, to keep the fans away. And then 2, my thing would be is if people are just, like, making shit up, if it's quote-unquote anonymous, how do you pursue any litigation if it's false? Right? Like, that's the two things that I'm considering here. So, given what we have, the fact that this person schizophrenically discovered that this person is this girl, 2, publicize that it was this girl, and then 3, is assuming that Saberspark doesn't even know what like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me, because if he did this, he already knows who it is. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so November 2nd... Saber hung out at Disney, and he hung out at Disney. The accuser in the document did not want to be publicly outed, and then the author of this doc is alleging that this emu person is the person who was assaulted through schizophrenic black magic. So so they met up on November 2nd. Okay, so she's not in this picture. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Where does she meet up with him? So this is okay, so this is him at Disney World. And then it says that they meet up with Saber later, unless I'll see that in a minute. Is this him? Oh, is it? Where does it say they meet up? Okay, so gotta find this guy. Oh, okay, because they're all in a group together. So they're all in a group together. They all went to Disneyland or whatever the fuck together. And then she's like, I gotta find this guy, and this guy is hanging out with all these guys, Saberspark included. Okay, so I guess, okay. So all we know is that they met up at some point. Like she just said hi. That's all we get at some point. Okay. Day after, okay, Emmy posts a picture of the Everfree crew. Unknown if the plaid shirt is Saberspark. That looks like Papa John's, bro. I don't know. Okay. And then, wow. Okay, on the 5th, Saberspark says, hate to say it, but the screening Q and A's only had like 4 good questions. Excellent question from so-and-so at the Brody Doc screening, and your, quote, not me comment cracked me up. Equestria was one of my favorite cons this year, hands down. Amazing job, guys. I'll be back next year. And he says, well, I saw the rough draft of the Brony Doc. Good stories. Doesn't harm the fandom at all, but kind of overwhelming for me. 7 out of 10 overall. So, okay. So the earliest interaction between the two of them was May 12th, or the 8th of May, 2012. Wait. Earliest interaction was May 8th, 2012. Okay, sorry. Wait. Okay. Just checking. I'm bad with numbers. I have to check myself. I'm sorry. Okay, a month later at the EQLA con, possibly unrelated, she says confidence level dropping. Possibly unrelated. A month later? Okay. Note that what I've shown for the cons only proves that they were indeed at these locations together. It sucks that they came out right as Skype died, and I have no screenshots of the messages between them and Skype, which is strange. Their tweet on September 14th also does not help the case. People openly against the accuser, only one at the moment. I went through our DM history before posting this, and it has made me sad to see what, quote, used to be an open letter to KP. This is Casey Fish. I don't know who the fuck Casey Fish is. I guess we'll find out. They strongly dislike both the accuser and I love KP a lot. Friends with Saber and many of his friends, including Black Griffin, has accused the accuser is doing horrible criminal acts, seemed to cut off contact around April 2016, posted on May 7th, 2025. Oh, good. I didn't have to go and find this on Twitter. Thank you so much, Banana Furry 69. Thank you. Okay. Rachel. That's KP. You know full well that handling things in public brings me no joy, but I'm not naive about the pragmatic reality of, quote, internet justice. In the spirit of our mutual love of the Little Mermaid, God, kill me. If this post gives Triton destroys the grotto vibes, that is intentional. I hate adults that are into this weird shit, you guys. I hate it. It's like Disney adults, Brony adults, Steven Universe adults. It's fine to like it, you guys, but after the age of, like, I would say, like, 25, it can't be your personality anymore. You have to get something else to talk about. Okay? If I see somebody over the age of 25 with fucking Disney ears on, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. We're getting married at Disney. Please block me on every social media platform. I never want to fucking talk to you again. Please. Just like King Triton. Ugh. Okay, sorry. You're right. I'm being a hater. I do hate Psy. That's not surprising. That's not surprising at all. Listen, I love you guys. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. That was really rude of me. Please. I'm sorry. Okay. So sorry. Godzilla adults are just as bad, Redmond Berry, because Godzilla adults are horny for Godzilla, and you can't tell me that I'm wrong. Okay. And then she goes on to say, sigh. This sucks so hard. This sucks so hard, guys. It's so hard. No. Okay. I tried to help you in so many ways. I warned you that a public video was not the way. Apparently, everybody and their mom also warned KP. I cautioned you about the harm that you could cause people who had done nothing wrong. You didn't listen. You wanted to get freedom. You wanted to, quote, get feedback from others. How is that working out for you? Answer, not good. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because whatever their beef is with KP, this bitch is going to cook her alive because she's 100% correct, like dead on the money. Even if Saberspark did do this, KP has ruined it, has ruined the credibility of any of these allegations. But KP fucked this person's credibility so hard. So even if this did happen, even if Saberspark is a rapist, it's over because KP mishandled it so disgustingly that the allegation, nobody's talking about the allegations anymore. Nobody is. And that's entirely her fucking fault. Okay. Do you remember the conversation many years ago that started with me saying, quote, I defended you. I told people that you had matured and grown as a person, that you had lashed out and made me into a liar. I'm not very happy with you about that. I've been thinking about that conversation a lot the last few days. I've thought about how I also said you're not entitled to people's friendships. Not everyone is going to like you and want to be friends. You don't have to like it, but that's reality. At the time, I wondered what kind of entitled life you had led. Oh my God. What kind of entitled life you had led such that I needed to teach you kindergarten level lessons. Oh my God. Now it seems to me that your epic butthurt over not being in a specific cool kids club manifested into jealous hatred that's clouded your judgment. Oh my God, girl. Chill. What's this girl's name again? All right, Casey Fish, let's go. About your, quote, anonymous victim. Victim my ass. Of course I know who it is. I used to be friends with her too. There's a reason that's past tense. That girl has victims. A lot of them, actually. You simply didn't do the work to have journalistic integrity. You were supposed to vet sources and confirm stories. A simple Google search of her name, Drama, could have told you all the crap that chick has done. That's public knowledge, and perhaps she's not the person to stake your reputation on. However, you also know a list of people who could have told you stuff that she has done that's not widely known or public information, including the man you allegedly have in common. In your defense, a lot of people have put you on an information diet, and while you may not have tried to research, folks in your personal life already find you untrustworthy and maybe told you jack squat. Now I find out that you have also made a false attempt rape allegation that you later recanted. It's not a shock that you and that seeming pile masquerading as a woman found kindred spirits with each other. I disavow. I assume this is talking about Lily Orchard. I disavow, but we're still continuing to cook. Casey is still continuing to cook. Okay, we're just turning down the heat a little bit. Given that one of your most egregious and allegedly criminal acts that the other girl has done happened in the guest room of my house, I already thought that bitch could fuck all the way off. Now you think you can join her. You describe house beats deserve each. You detestable hose beasts. Oh my God, deserve each other. You are dead to me. I am no longer in a position to help you in your career or do you favors. So I imagine you don't care, and I'm okay with that. It's for the best. You don't have the success you were so jealous of because you have neither innate talent nor charisma to go the easy route, and you also lack work ethics and are also lacking the work ethic to brute force it the hard way. Your content is just not good enough for you to rise much above a hobbyist content creator. I know there's evidence of your organizational and project management skills, but your penchant for obliviousness, unprofessionalism, and occasionally putting your foot in your mouth make a career on the business side of things a challenge. Good freaking luck. You're going to need it. Casey. Okay, so she literally fucked her into the dirt. She literally just read her for filth. There wasn't a single thing that was wrong in that. So let's try this. Emu, Emmy, Drama. Apparently this is all public knowledge, right? So let's see. Okay. So the Emmy situation deepens. Emmy did not pay Mike Pollock fairly for the Sonic and Trails R. I don't know what that means. So this person says, what's the difference between paying Eggman in a fair game or in a fan game and let's say, for example, Sonic and the Tails are genuine question? Mike says, one of the official, unofficial, and led to regret. I know things that I hadn't known before. This guy says, by led to regret, you mean that the Ryan and Emmy drama or just doing it in general was a bad idea? And then he says it's clearly a breach of contract for starters. And this person says, what happens? Okay, so it looks like somebody was unpaid. Okay, this is actually pretty scummy. I don't care that she had weird furry fetish sex with Ryan, but this is a valid reason to do. Okay, so what is the Ryan? Who's Ryan? What are we doing with Ryan? Let's see if we can find one with Ryan. Oh, this is a 6-minute YouTube video. Let's try this.
So before I start getting right into the drama, I just want to say something really quickly that I hope everyone listens to. This isn't drama, as much as everyone will put it as such. This is two consenting adults having sex with a bit of roleplay involved. It really wasn't for us to know, and we shouldn't have known about it. The most important thing in all of this is that there was an unfaithful spouse. But it's not for us to come in here and speculate about how that happened and how all of this occurred. It isn't our business. The fact it came to light is something that's being perpetuated by Liz Hedgehog, someone who I may say, is a big loser in the Sonic community. Someone that I would not trust with anything because she absolutely hates Emmy Jones for the fact that she's been able to work alongside Sega and Sonic voice actors. Something Liz believes that she's old because in her own words, she believes that Sonic saved her life. I just wanted to put that out there.
Same. I
suggest
feel
if
that.
you want to know more about Liz Hedgehog and her stuff, look it up on Twitter. You'll find it. It's a big story and I'm not really going to cover it here. But I'm getting off track right now. Let's talk about this drama and all the memes that were associated with it. So to summarize this whole thing, Emmy Jones is a big Sonic YouTuber, known best for her work on her Sonic cover tracks, as well as her big radio drama, Sonic and Tails R, something that brought a lot of prominent Sonic voice actors back from the dead in order to do this big project, and it was pretty cool. Well, it's come to light that, well, she had sex with Ryan Drummond. If you don't know who that is, he is the Sonic voice actor of the Dreamcast era, someone who was there from Sonic Adventure to Sonic Heroes.
Okay.
He came to light a long time ago, actually, once again because of Liz Hedgehog, who brought this up back in October of 2020. But because she's such an arsehole, nobody believed her at the time. Because why would they? Again, she's a cunt, nobody cares. But
oh, wow, okay.
This was actually true, as starting today, all the evidence has been brought together. And while I won't go over the whole thing, because again, it's really none of our business, and it's not a big issue, you can find it yourself by looking at the Star Mars Twitter page. But I just want to go over some of the things that started and created these amazing memes. So it all started
we're just doing a meme review?
was actually using an alt account on her Twitter, which goes by the name of Tails Power Girl. It's since been deleted, so don't bother looking it up. It was a private account anyway. But she pretty much just admitted that she had sex with Ryan Drummond, going on to say, "I miss him so much, guys. Guys, I got fucked by Sonic." The voice was used. Got my
Christian is so jealous right now. Christian is like, you got what? By Sonic? You and Sonic did what?
It was amazing as hell. Gonna see his
This bitch is gonna get Kamehameha so hard.
show in a few hours. At the time, people assumed obviously it had to be a Sonic voice actor, and there's only 3 prominent ones, and we know that the two have a strong relationship due to, again, them being in Sonic and Tails R together, her radio drama, and they were also meant to be in some sort of con together, which they both decided to quit at the time. So it pretty much all led us to believe that yes, this was Ryan Drummond that she was talking about. Now, I don't really care about this. Again, they had sex. It is what it is. They are 2 grown adults having sex. If that's what she wanted to do, awesome for her. The problem was for some people is that Ryan Drummond was married at the time. So yeah, he cheated on his wife to have sex with another woman. But we do not know the specifics of that situation and how it came to be that way. For all we knew, this is consensual, and maybe they were already growing far apart at that point. It's not for us to say. But because of that, it has caused a lot of memes on Twitter, and this is the part I want to talk about most, because while the drama is...
Oh, we get some memes, okay.
Funny memes, and that's much more important than...
Funny memes.
So let's look at some of these right now, and I'll put on my favorites, because these are just gold.
Ryan Drummond after coming inside.
That was tough.
Ryan Drummond after finishing.
Marriage? No way.
I'm good. I'm good, guys. Okay. All right. So, okay. So she fucked Sonic. Good for her. Wow, very cool. Okay, so she fucked Sonic. Okay. She home wrecked? Is that the allegation? Yeah, I don't. Jesus did see all of this in the garden, and he still chose to die for our sins anyway. Amen, guys. Amen. I have to go get my lasagna in a second. What a great time. Look at that. Oh, fuck. That's a lie. There's still 12 minutes left on lasagna. That was my out. Fuck. Okay. Okay. All right, fine. Okay, so we fucked Sonic. We fucked Sonic. Sonic did the voice. Very cool. So she home wrecked. Okay. All right. And then Casey Fish, red KP for filth. I was going to stop at confirming that Saberspark was at these locations, but I had to explore more of these accusations after the accusations came in, specifically on Casey's accusations, the alleged victim, not of KP. I believe the reason Emmy wanted to stay anonymous is not because she was afraid of being doxxed. She is already a well-known internet figure. I believe that they wanted to get the accusation out on Saber without her past sullying her name and credibility of the accusation. And yes, her past is that bad. Context. I did not spend very much time. So I did not spend much time going into every single little detail. I will list the main horrendous acts they have done and link to one of the many sources on the subject. Okay, thank God. Okay, so Emily Jones has committed adultery. Ooh, that's a big one, guys. That's a big one. With the former voice of Sonic in 2016 and ruined his family. Not good. Lied about her mental health to her fans and made a GoFundMe for herself, which usually always occurred while she was on a vacation, lying to use her fans' money to fund her trips, and it was supposedly to be for therapy for her. Harassed a cancer victim. Let's open this link. That is something. What is this website? I don't even know what this is. I'm scared. Okay. There has been something going on for a while and I need to get off my chest. I've been afraid to say anything because most people don't believe me. And would rather laugh and defend the popular person without even checking both sides of the story. And a fact a lot of you in the Sonic are saying being manipulated by somebody who knows how to act sweet and innocent, but you have no idea what trouble she has been causing for me and others in the back rooms. And I know many of you out there will say, let it go, like the Frozen song. God, please fucking... This is like taking years off my life, okay? Oh my god, but it's not that easy to let it go when somebody goes out of their way to ruin your reputation and get others involved to do her dirty work. Then she smiles all pretty to a lot of the Sonic fandom, including Sega of the America themselves. Heck, did you know that Ryan Drummond, the former Sonic voice actor, was supposed to do a voice clip of Sonic reacting to my brain tumor What? Get away from me. What? Ryan Drummond, the former Sonic voice actor, was supposed to do a voice clip of Sonic reading my brain tumor story? Okay. Let's just keep going. At one time, Ryan loved my brain cancer story because he thought it was wonderful, and he could relate to the bullying when I was a child because he was bullied as a kid. But somehow Emily knew exactly how to manipulate him not to do these for me, but instead voice clips for her. My name has been horribly slandered thanks to Emily, who smiles all pretty to most of you and the company that I love, Sega, hiding all the trouble she caused me and others in the fandom. Please be aware, this is a horrible thing to do to somebody. All I did was block her on Twitter, and she made a huge public whine and had to get revenge for it. I do not deserve that, nor does anybody. Okay, so I've never spoken to this girl once and I'm blocked. What? And then she adds these people. And then she says, okay, these are it, but please don't let her take over your life. Internet people aren't worth getting mad at. Just try to reestablish yourself and make friends. Don't lose them. It's a chance to make friends. Where's her making fun of her? I want to inform you all that this kind of behavior isn't okay. Bringing my daughter into personal spats will not be tolerated. Do the situation and contact the police. What I asked was Sonic's reactions to my brain tumor story. Yes, I told Emmy that, and she said it was first that, and then got carried away, and you wanted Ryan to make voice clips making love to you, kissing you, and she says, no, I did not. Okay, so this girl had brain cancer, and for some reason, Sonic loved her brain cancer stories. And this Emily girl was like, don't make voice clips for her, make voice clips for me. It sounds like she's horny for you, and she wants you to make sexy Sonic voice clips, but don't do that. And then this girl was like, I never asked for that, I only asked for the brain cancer Sonic clips. That's kind of what it sounds like, okay? Ryan stopped talking to you because he felt uncomfortable towards you. The voice clips escalated to him wanting to make love to you, if that's true. The side Emmy told me if this is true, it's a bit far. Ryan spoke to me. He denied everything before he would deny the above post as well. And then Emily says, jealous and attention-seeking. She feels like she should be getting attention for beating cancer when I'm just a pretty... We're making fun of a kid with cancer? What? That's a one-way ticket to hell. That's a one-way ticket to hell. Sorry that you're ugly to have cancer. What? We're harassing a cancer-ridden person? What? That's like beating up a blind kid. Oh my god. At Lizzie, should just take the cyanide because she sexually assaulted a Sonic fan. And then they're accusing her of rape? Lizzie has caused more anxiety and stress than you can imagine, but I appreciate you guys so much. What's going on? I'm to inform you that this kind of behavior is not okay. Bringing my daughter... Okay, so I saw this one. Okay, we saw this one. Okay, so this is her saying, like, I did not ask for sexy Sonic voices. Wait, Lizzie... Okay, so this is... Oh, no, this is the Emily person writing... Okay. I'm being attacked and harassed, and, you know, this doesn't mean to attack or harass anybody. And then... I can't read these screenshots, they're too small. But this is the screenshots that were posted above, it seems. Between this time, not much was said. Friends constantly dealt with random situations from her, but I was doing my own thing. However, one afternoon I noticed that a follower of mine began posting about Lizzie in a very negative manner. He included my name and said things like Lizzie is just jealous of Emmy, etc. I messaged him to ask what was going on and why he was so upset. He tells me that Lizzie messaged him and told him that he can't follow the both of us and has to choose between us. She pushed him and caused... This is crazy. What? This is over horny Sonic recordings. And then, what is this? What is going on? Okay, so she made this big-ass blog post about it. If you're still not convinced, I really don't know what to tell you. LOL, blinded by loyalty, I guess. Okay, so she did in fact bully a cancer patient. That did happen. A cancer survivor was bullied. A cancer survivor was harassed, and then they were harassed over sexy Sonic erotic roleplay messages when Sonic should be reading and supporting her about her cancer stories. I feel like this can't be real. That's what I got. That's what I got out of that. I'll post this Google Doc link if you guys wanna read this yourself. But this is what I'm getting. I'm getting the we bullied a cancer survivor over horny Sonic audio clips. What in the Wattpad? Yeah, I'm. All right, let's just keep going. Okay, so we're on this one. Harassed a cancer victim. The cancer victim did yes, was harassed. Stole an artist's work, Sparks channel, profit off that work, gave no payment to them, and almost caused them to end it all. Okay, so almost caused somebody to commit. It's not looking good here. It's not looking good here. Slept with one of the Spirit of the Blue so she could replace the blue-eyed fox as Tails on a project after Fox had already recorded all the voice lines. I would like a source for this. So she fucked somebody to get a better voice role. This is just not looking very good to me. Purposely. Is this spelled wrong? Purposely. Purposly. I don't know. Whatever. Ugh. The sexy Sonic cancer readings are hurting me. I'm sorry. Purposely uses her loyalist fans to harass and sabotage people she has issues with. Even attacked one of her own because she didn't want them reviewing a certain Dr. Phil episode. How is Dr. Phil in here? Why is there a Dr. Phil in here? What is this? What is this? So the Dr. Phil episode attacked one of her own because she didn't want them reviewing a certain What is this Dr. Phil episode about? Fuck.
This is like, think about it. We're all lost in the forest. I mean, we're deep in the forest. It's dark. It's
yes, we are.
It's cold. We are totally lost.
Yes, we are.
So we all huddle up and say, okay, who is the most confused, disoriented, lost person in the whole group?
Me.
And Emily raises her hand. He said, well, let's follow her.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Is this her? This is a Dr. Phil episode about her? What is happening right now, you guys? What have we done? What the fuck? This is her. This is her. She commented on it? Comments are turned off. What's happening right now?
Who out of everybody involved?
And he's talking shit about her too. What's going on?
Is least equipped to make this decision?
Yeah, probably her.
Probably her?
Yeah, it would be her.
Her
It would be
12-year-old
her.
sister is better able to make this decision because she has some objectivity from it. Nobody has mentioned a word about what's best for this baby. We've talked about what you want. You want to have the baby. You want to get the father of this baby, who, by the way, is broken up with you, right?
Correct.
He's gonzo. He's just moved on, but you think he still loves you. He may not come back. Isn't that true?
And she doesn't want to deal with that. She doesn't want to hear it. It's really hard for her to deal with it.
Do you love him, or is he just the father of your baby?
I love him.
You love him. And you think he loves you? You think you're going to reconcile, and you said you want to get a little house.
This is way past what I was expecting. Is this actually a hit piece against her? Is this a hit piece against her? Bitch lasagna, what the fuck? Bitch lasagna, dude, what the fuck? What is it? It's bitch lasagna, right? Bitch lasagna. That's how you say that in ASL. Oh, here, Sai found the comment for us. Hang on. Well, this looks like it was taken on the International Space Station, but let's look. Comment for all the people curious. This is me. This episode is extremely old, over 13 years ago. I am 30 years old with a wonderful 13-year-old child. My child has is top of their class, straight A student, honor. How the fuck am I supposed to read this? God, this is for ants. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna read it to you because I have to make it this big to be able to fucking see it, I guess. Straight A student, all honors class, talented musician, caring, empathetic, amazing in every possible way. Wow.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
Okay, Dr. Phil was wrong. Many scenes in this episode purposely edited and set up to form a narrative around the type of child I was, and it was very exaggerated for views. I communicated often to the staff my discomfort in being on air, and I was told I was a difficult child for not wanting my serious situation on air for millions to see. The whole quote, "she wants to get a little house and live some fantasy," end quote, was based on nothing I said at all, and the scenes that were positive in my favor were cut. Father is still in the picture. Both of us are in our own happy relationships. I raised my child. I please implore you to teach your children and give them tools to handle these situations. Shame doesn't work. You can't force adoption on anyone. I was extremely aware of how abusive the adoption system was, and I knew it was not the right choice for me or my child's support and education. Yeah, I don't... Did KP write this? Because, like, this is literally just a hit piece against this girl. This is literally just a hit piece against this girl. Like, the only thing that I'm taking from this is... This is where I'm at with this, okay? Because it's important to look at the context and everything in all in which came before you, okay? So the context here is that this girl allegedly reached out to somebody who reached out to I Love Kim Possible. I Love Kim Possible was like, "Hey, I'm making a hit piece on Saberspark. Do you have any dirt on him?" And she goes, "Actually, crazy you mentioned that. I do have dirt on him." And KP was like, "Phenomenal. Tell me about it. I'll help you write it, and I'm going to put it in my fucking nuke video essay." And this girl was like, "Hell yeah, brother." In the allegations, it's written in a very specific way that, you know, she had never had, like, these kinds of interactions before, that she's demisexual, et cetera, et cetera. You know, like, Your Honor, I'm just a minor, a neurodivergent and a minor type-esque situation. And then she fucked Sonic, like, harassed somebody that had cancer, fuck somebody to get a better acting role, allegedly, because there's no link for that one, or a better voice acting role, and then attacked one of her own people because they wanted to watch this Dr. Phil episode or review it, and it was about her having a kid when she was 13. Like, this just reads to me like this is a hit piece on this girl, and this guy's supposed to be, or this person is supposed to be, like, helping say that they believe Emily, because this is doing the opposite for me. This is giving me, like, the opposite. Like, this is making me not trust her more. Okay. Okay. And that's not even halfway into the video link below. Give it a watch if you want to know more. And I did not look into the I Love Kim Possible a lot allegations about making a false rape claim, but if you want to, feel free to do so. Very good video with screenshots and evidence. Many other videos on Emmy out there, but this is the most recent. Okay. And then just to add this, Gabriel C. Brown says, "I love you." Oh, this is Black Griffin, says, "I love you." And then Saberspark says, "I love you too." And then these are the Black Griffin things. So Black Griffin says, "Hey, baby. Yeah, I guess it's been a while. Things are getting kind of hectic, blah, blah, blah." And then he's talking about photography, and he asks how old she is, and she says 14 turning 15. Okay, as of today, 5/8/2025, the anonymous accuser has deleted their account. I do have screenshots of most of their replies. Not in order. But 5 years ago, I finally tossed on my con badges because I was moving on. I had too much stuff to find the emails. Or inquiring about a guest there. Okay, so these are all out of order, and these are just showing that they were at the same. I'm the alt account of the person who wrote the testimony. I'm just answering questions. So this alt account is Emily. I will say I did accidentally misspeak on a detail. The second incident was actually in 2012 as well, not 2013. If it was 2012 and not 2013... I have evidence of me attending these conventions, but people will identify me. I shared them. I just don't have the paper badge from the event. I took photos at the cons and even show up in the video and the vlogs. It's all in plain sight, but obviously I can't point to those because I'm choosing to stay anonymous for my safety. Okay, if this is from 3 days ago, this is literally from yesterday. This person wants to be anonymous. Is this a hit piece against this Emily person? Is that what this is? And then this is the banana person saying, something's not adding up here. Don't you mean November 3rd? The con occurred November 3rd and November 5th. And then she said it happened the night before the first day of the convention. So this account is supposedly this Emily person. I don't understand what's the purpose of this document then. This doc will start off by showing that the evidence, the allegations against Saberspark have some credibility to them. It does not confirm that incidents happen. So this is just to out this person as the accuser. This isn't to say Saberspark did it or didn't do it, I guess. This is just to say this is who did it. So this is just a hit piece against the accuser. Wow, congratulations, KP. You did a really good job here. Congratulations, KP. You did a really good job. Your anonymous source is no longer anonymous because you conveniently forgot that everybody of the Brody fandom is schizophrenic. You conveniently forgot that all of them have schizophrenia and they were able to figure this out. This is crazy. The Department of Homeland Security should hire this person. Like, FBI, I have someone for you. I have someone for you. That's... What the fuck? What just happened? What just fucking happened? What just fucking happened, you guys? What just happened? I don't understand. Even if this Emily girl is a piece of shit, how do we even know that it was her that's accusing fucking Saberspark? How do we know? Other than schizophrenia. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like what we're doing anymore. I don't like what we're doing anymore. I'm really upset. Well, and then hang on now, because this isn't making any sense to me either, because this person just outed them. This fucking... I almost said a really bad word there. Sorry. I almost said a really bad word. So if this is the Brony fan don't person that's like dick riding KP into the sunset. Sorry, I think that you're familiar with this person. In here, they have the screenshots from this account. This is the account that was deleted, that's allegedly her. Like, this dumb fucking bitch is the one that did this anyway. It was this person that got the allegations in the first place to try and make themselves look good after the fact. All these people need to have their internet access taken away. I don't even know what to do. I don't want to play Last of Us. There, I said it. I don't want to play Last of Us. I want to crawl into a ball and die. I don't want to do anything right now except be upset and eat my lasagna. Like, what just happened? I feel like I have shaken baby syndrome. I feel like I have shaken baby syndrome right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.